What's good, y'all? Marion Gates, also known as Phenomenon. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, and if you really enjoy my content, share it. Hi, fanboys. You're not going to like this video. But if you have enough sense in your brain to comprehend lessons that are being taught in these videos, if you're one of those guys that have subscribed to my channel in good faith and you love my content and you understand the purpose is beyond just talking sports, but it's about life, then you'll learn something from this video. And whenever you hear fanboys make this comment, show them this video, or you can combat them with this analogy. So let's think about this. I'm a personal trainer, right? I'm a person that's into fitness. If I take you under my wing and teach you an exercise regimen, a sleep regimen, nutrition, and when you're with me, you're able to, you see your gains, you're getting more cut, you're seeing a vast improvement in your health and in your fitness and in feeling more well rested, all that. The moment I leave, let's say I move on, I say, you know, my time here is over, I'm about to move to another state and continue my business. All that information I got you is not going to leave your brain. All of a sudden, you're not going to go from bench pressing 300 pounds to benching 180. You're not going to make a precipitous drop whenever I'm no longer training you. You should be able to take all the information I give you and build upon that. You should be able to take that information and be able to work out independently without me. Stick to your nutrition. Stick to your guide. I should have implemented my culture of hard work, dedication. All those things are the things that I'm trying to instill upon you so that whenever I leave, you can do it on your own. That's the mark of a great leader. That is how you make people better. You don't make people better by when you leave, all of a sudden they forget how to play basketball and they make a precipitous drop. It should not be this. You shouldn't go from winning 60 games to 19. That's just ridiculous. That means you learned nothing. That means I taught you nothing. That means I have failed as a personal trainer. I have failed. If I haven't elevated your game, your basketball IQ to the point where whenever I go, you're able to stand on your own, then I have failed to make you better. Who has LeBron made better? What team has he left his culture on? When they left, they said, we're better because everything that LeBron taught us, we were able to carry that on and know how to win. That Jordan leaving and them going from 57 games to 55 is a testament to the culture and the imprint he left on that team. It is not an indictment. Only people who do not comprehend life think that this is a flex, that LeBron, everywhere he goes, when he leaves, all of a sudden the teams get worse. Okay, so then that means he didn't make anybody better. Scottie Pippen is a top 50 player because of Michael Jordan. He went from scoring 7.9 points per game to being a 20-point per game player. His career average now is 16.9 or something like that. Jordan elevated him to a top 50 player of all time. What player has LeBron James took from a rookie to becoming a top 50 player of all time? That's literally taking an average player and elevated him. Horace Grant got better. He was able to stand with, because of what Jordan taught him, he was able to go to Orlando and still ball. He's not a Hall of Famer, but he got better. Steve Kerr went from a journeyman to a 3-time, now a 5-time champion because he went to the Spurs. He was able to take that culture and go to another place and still be good, still be a good role player. That's how you make your teammates better, not just by passing them the ball. Assist is not a reflection, because if that's the case, then why didn't Russell Westbrook elevate his teammates? James Harden. It's more to the game of basketball and making people better than just passing them the ball. There's a thing called culture. The San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan isn't known for assists, but he made the San Antonio Spurs better because of the culture and the imprint that he left. So guys could elevate. So a Kawhi Leonard can branch off and be the player that he became. That is the mark of greatness. That's the mark of great leadership, great teaching, actually elevating people. When you elevate a person, they should be able to do good without you. When you actually teach them something, when you actually instill a winning culture. The Bulls had a winning culture. And what happened the year after the 55 wins? They went from a 500 team, Jordan comes back, and they elevate again. And then the next year they go 72-10. But y'all forget that part. When he had a full season with them, that team jumped all the way up to having the record at the time. Now it's been broken by the Golden State Warriors, but they set the record for the most wins in a season with him. They didn't do that without him. They did that with him. LeBron James is more of a crutch. If we just be, and that's just being nice. At best, you could say LeBron James was a crutch for these players. Because the moment that he left, they fell apart. He didn't teach them anything. They didn't know how to win without him. He elevated players so much that they didn't know how to win without him. That doesn't make any sense. You don't elevate people. You don't make people better by just being there. They only good when you're there. They should be great when you're not there. That's why that quote, I put that quote at the beginning of the video. You give a man a fish, you feed him a day. You teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So all these players should be able to say, hey, LeBron actually made me a better player. Whenever he left, I was able to take all the lessons, the basketball IQ, the work ethic, the going into the gym and working out, and I was able to do it on my own. It shouldn't be just about glorifying him and elevating himself. All he elevated was himself. He didn't elevate anybody around him. Whose numbers got better? Because last time I checked, Dwayne Wade was a top 75 player before him. Anthony Davis was a great player before LeBron. Matter of fact, if we gonna keep it a buck, we gonna keep it a bean, the Lakers went from a losing record to winning the championship when they got Anthony Davis. Oh, y'all forgot that part, didn't y'all? Why he didn't elevate and make those players better, those young players he had when he got there? Why did they get better? Why did he have to trade them away to get a top 75 player to come and help him if he actually makes average players better? You're just saying words at this point. You could say a lot of things, but it doesn't make it true. The proof should be in the pudding. The evidence should be there. The evidence for the Bulls and Jordan making players better was the fact they won 55 games without him. That the players actually say he made them better out their own mouth. Scottie actually learned from Jordan. You guys need to really think before you speak and understand what you're actually saying. Because like I said, you should not be going from me. You shouldn't go from somebody teaching you. We'll use another analogy. If someone is a financial guru and they teach you how to save, they teach you how to invest, they teach you spending habits and all those things. When you leave that class, that information should just leave your brain. You should be able to stand on your own, take those lessons, and use them for a lifetime. If all of a sudden, when that person isn't there, you fall apart, then they were just a crutch for you. They never really made you better. Or they just used you to make themselves look good. And that's what some people do. They use you to make themselves look good. Because if you look at it, Kevin Love's numbers went down. Chris Bosh's numbers went down. I have never seen a guy that go from averaging single-digit points per game to becoming an all-star caliber player, a perennial all-star, not a one-time, a perennial all-star under LeBron's reign. He didn't take not one player, and they can leave and say, man, he elevated my game to the point where I am in the conversation of the best ever. He didn't take not one player and do that. Every player that he has won championships with were great before him. And Kyrie didn't make the top 75. Kevin Love didn't make the top 75. Chris Bosh didn't make the top 75. He didn't take not one player and elevate their game to the point where you're like, man, this dude is one of the best ever. And let me further this point. Jordan treated practices like playoff games. So whenever these guys got into these situations, they were prepared. When you treat a practice like it's a playoff game, like everything's on the line, and that's how you are building up your guys, so whenever they get there, they know what to do, and they don't have a J.R. Smith moment, that's making your teammates better. It goes beyond the counting numbers. I hope you learned something from this, Draymond. I hope you learned something from this, fanboys. It had the Cleveland Cavaliers been prepared for those moments, like if we're down by this much, or if we're in a situation like this, this is what you do, it would have been second nature for JR. He would have knew what the time was. He would have been more aware, because being around LeBron would have elevated his basketball IQ so much that he would have known what to do in that situation. That's how you make people better, by preparing them from those big moments. That's what you do as a father. You prepare your children for life. They should not fall apart the moment they leave your house. You should teach them how to wash their clothes, wash dishes, cook. I'm talking about boys and girls. They should know how to do it all. Men should know how to cook just like women know how to cook. They should know how to sew. They should know how to cut grass. They should know all those things so they can stand on their own. So whenever they do find a partner, they both know how to do each other's job. So if that person goes down, or that person gets sick, or that person leaves, they don't just fall apart. They should be able to stand on their own with the lessons that you gave them. They should be able to know how to change a tire and all those different things. That's how you elevate your partner. That's how you elevate them. Y'all teach each other different things. So that's how you improve people. He taught them how to win. He taught them the importance of working hard. He led by example. That's how you make your teammates better. Y'all didn't think about that though, did y'all? Y'all just think about assists. He passes them the balls. You know, that's how he makes his teammates better. Because I know if I played with his team, I want him to pass me the ball so I can get my numbers. And it ain't about just getting your numbers. It's about how do you work as a unit. Did that person instill into you lessons so whenever those moments come up, you know what to do? My daughter should not be on the side of the road not knowing how to change a tire, because her father failed to teach her. If she ever finds herself in certain situations, she should know what to do. That's the mark of greatness. We should be able to teach people what to do if they find themselves in a situation and we're not present. I hope y'all learned something from this, fanboys. I know y'all may not like me particularly, but if you take anything from this, your mark of your greatness is how you impact those around you when you're not there. Not just when you're there, when you're no longer there, can they say that they learned something from being around you? Anyway, that's all I got to say. I appreciate all my subscribers, all those that love the channel, those that learn these lessons, that get motivated by these videos. I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. Please leave a comment. Please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I got more content like this for you, more lessons. And if you really enjoy my content, share it. I really hope you share this video, because I feel like some people need to hear this. But anyway, y'all take care.